Welcome to Module 1, where we're looking at the legal and practical aspects of data protection and privacy. I'm excited to be your guide as we unpack these concepts and see how they work in the real world. So, imagine you're scrolling through your favorite social media app, liking posts, sharing memes, chatting. But have you ever wondered what happens to all this data you generate? In this module, we are going to demystify data protection from a legal perspective. First up, we'll explore how data is seen through a legal lens. Next, we'll talk about personal and sensitive data. Ever wondered why some information feels more private than others? Well, we'll uncover the concept of identifiability and how it relates to our digital footprint. And of course, we can't forget about ownership, privacy, and protection. Who owns your data? How can you keep it safe? We'll answer these questions and more, while also taking a look at Kenya's Data Protection Act of 2019 to see how it stacks up against the EU's General Data Protection Regulation. Let's jump right in. In this module, we'll explore the concepts of data protection and privacy from a legal perspective. And we'll take a look at Kenya's Data Protection Act of 2019. By the end, you'll understand the key concept of personal and sensitive data, data ownership, and the principles behind Kenya's data protection law. You'll also see how they compare with the EU's GDPR. Data and the law. Before diving into data protection, let's talk about how the law defines data. Think of data like a river. It flows across devices, laptops, phones, and servers. Just like water flows through streams, it can be shared across the internet or in a closed system like an office network. This makes it tricky for the law to regulate it, and it brings up complex issues about data ownership. So, what is data ownership? For example, my name is Christine. Can I claim to own it? Probably not, since many others share the same name. Similarly, data like the weather cannot be owned. It's just a representation of real-world facts. Understanding personal and sensitive data. Personal data includes information like your name, address, or birth date, but it also includes things like your phone number, IP address, or a car license plate when linked to other identifying details. Sensitive data, on the other hand, includes things like political views, health records, or financial details. This type of data requires extra protection due to the risk it possesses if misused. How do we protect personal and sensitive data? There are two main ways to protect data. First, by claiming your right to privacy, which is a constitutional right in Kenya. Second, through regulations that control how personal and sensitive data is handled by data controllers and processors. Data privacy versus data protection. The right to privacy is a fundamental human right, ensuring that personal communications remain private. Data protection focuses on safeguarding data that can hinder or expose you, ensuring it's not misused. Our key takeaways: you may not own your data, but you do have control over how it's used. And as we dive deeper into this course, we'll explore Kenya's data protection laws and how to apply them to everyday situations like collecting health data in a community. By the end of this module, you will understand the structure of the Kenyan Data Protection Act, how data controllers and processors operate, and what the laws say about handling data breaches, transfer, and processing. Let's get started.